Hey, if you've ever wondered when you should quit your job and go full-time with your online business, stick around and watch today's video through until the very end, as I'm about to share with you the ideal time for you to fully commit and go full-time with your online venture. As always, if this is your first video, my name is Misha Wilson, and over the course of the last few years, I've now done many millions of dollars in sales. I've worked with tens of thousands of students from all around the world. So what I'm going to share with you here in today's video is essentially coming based on working from all of those thousands of students and sharing with you exactly what works best for them. As always, if you get value out of today's video, please let me know in the comments section below what your biggest takeaway is. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button below this video. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in.
Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams.
All right, so what I want to talk about here today, again, is the topic of when you should go full-time with your online business. I want to talk about a huge mistake that some people make and how you can avoid the mistake and kind of time the transition correctly for maximum profit, decreased stress, and ultimately more success. So today's video comes from a student asking me this very question, and a student essentially being in a place where they were not necessarily to a point where I thought they should go full-time yet, but they felt like the only way they were going to get where they want to go is by going ahead and going full-time. All right, what I mean by full-time is very simply, quitting the job, focusing solely on an online business, not doing anything else, committing all of your energy to, starting your online business, etc. And there is a common belief, and I do believe it to an extent, but not necessarily in this situation. And the belief is that in order to, make maximum progress, you have to burn the boats, go completely and totally all in on one thing. And when you're completely and totally all in on one thing, when you burn the boats, you can then take the island, right? I'm sure you've heard Tony Robbins probably say it 1,000 times if you've listened to Tony Robbins. And again, I do believe there is some truth to fully committing to something. I definitely believe that there's a ton of truth to completely and totally committing to one path that you're going down when it comes to starting your online business. So if you're trying to do information marketing, information affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, drop shipping, trying to do all of it at the same time, combined with, Forex and cryptocurrency trading, and you're just getting started, there's no way you're gonna have any success with any of them. So in that context, I absolutely do 100% agree with philosophy of completely and totally narrowing your focus, focusing all of your energy on just one thing and going completely and totally all in with just that one thing. What I don't agree with is essentially pulling out the rug from underneath you when it comes to cash flow, when it comes to financial stability, and when it comes to essentially being able to, create a living for yourself before you've ever made a single sale, before you've ever got any traction, before your business is even off the ground when it comes to your online business. And this is what a lot of people do when they're following the thought process of burn the boats to take the island. Right? They might have never generated a lead, never made a single sale in their online business, but because they want to fully commit, because they want to go all in, they'll quit their job, they'll focus completely and totally on their online business, and then again, hope that it ends up working out. All right. Now, the trap that this gets you into, that I've seen some of our students get into in the past, because my students don't always listen to me when I tell them not to do this, is that invariably, when you get rid of all of the income that you have coming in, all right, when all your financial stability is gone, when you have zero cash flow, and when you have bills coming and bills mounting, at the end of the day, the only thing that can happen, to most people at least, is stress levels and emotion levels increase. And the obvious problem with that is that emotion and logic work inversely, right? So the higher in an emotional state you are, the lower your logic is, the higher your logic is, the less your emotion is, and so on and so forth. And so what tends to happen is people get really fired up about going all in. They'll quit their job, they'll burn the ships to take the island. They'll then get started with their business with kind of, to be honest, unfounded optimism. So they don't know what they don't know about their online business. And then once they realize, holy crap, this is going to take some work. This is going to take learning some skill sets. This is going to take putting my nose to the grindstone for a little while and actually kind of, figuring this thing out, they immediately get into a place where a lot of people call it kind of the valley of despair, right? So they'll go from hopeless optimism to all of a sudden realizing, holy crap, this is going to take a lot of work. They've just cut their ties with, their job, with their other source of income. They have no income coming in. And then they're massively stressed. They're left in a state of feeling completely hopeless and overwhelmed by mounting bills, zero progress in their online business. And ultimately, they're left in a state of being too stressed out to be able to effectively execute on their actual business, to start to get traction, to start to actually see progress, and to start to make money. All right. And so literally after working with thousands of people and seeing a few people make that decision, what I've realized it is so much better to keep whatever source of income you have, whether it be a job that you might hate, whether it be a side gig that you're working, maybe you're driving Uber, whatever it might be. What you want to do is you want to figure out, all right, how much does it cost for me to support myself? And you want to keep the income coming in from whatever else you're doing, at least to support yourself. And then in your spare time, the spare hours after work, when you're not doing whatever the other thing is, you want to be working with your online business. You want to be focusing on executing with your online business. You want to have tunnel vision on that one thing that you're doing with your online business in the time that you're not doing the thing that is actively generating cash flow. And your first and single goal should be to get your online business to a point where you replace the income that you're generating over here so you can comfortably live, so that you can do it in a sustainable fashion. I should say, you want to get it to a point where you can replace your income that you're making over here and do it month after month. So it's not one good month, then you quit your job, right? You want to get to a point where you're consistently making that income. And then once you get there, and only once you get there, that's when you go ahead and quit your job. That's when you stop working the side gig. That's when you stop driving Uber, whatever it might be that's generating cash flow for you over here. Only get rid of that thing once you've replaced the income with your online business, and once you've replaced the income with your online business in a consistent and predictable manner that produces that cash flow for you over and over and over again. And then invariably what happens is, just based on the fact that you have cash flow, right? Based on the fact that you have that income and the bills will be paid, you'll be taken care of, you're not stressed every single minute of every single day, because you're in a better state mentally, you can then execute from a less emotional state. You can execute on the logical solutions to drive your business, grow your revenue, grow your profit, and ultimately have a very healthy business. So look, if you're looking to quit your job, if you're looking to stop doing whatever the thing is that you're doing right now that you don't like, if you're looking to, escape the rat race, I completely and totally understand. I don't want to take the wind out of your sails and say, to delay the decision, but at the same time, I would highly recommend figuring out a way to get your online business to a point where it's replacing your income over here, and then and only then quit your job, move away from whatever it is you're doing, and focus full time on your online business. And that will be the best, most surefire way to build and grow a successful and profitable business long term. With that said, I hope you got a ton of value out of today's video. If you did, please let me know in the comments section below what your biggest takeaway was. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button below this video.